Did you see that Candace Owens fleeced a mentally ill man out of millions of dollars, maybe even $1 billion? Did you see that? You see that he like fleeced a mentally ill man? That she like fleeced a mentally ill man? Shit is insanity. It's so sad. She skinned him. She fleeced him, bro. As one person said, she ran that nigga pockets. So what happened? So you know how like Candace Owens has been cozying up to Kanye West for a while, and now he considers her his friend and everything. Apparently, her cozying up to Kanye West has been an elaborate plot to groom him, to coerce him, to like massage him into trusting her and her family and her businesses and everything, so she can sell him on her husband's failing platform, which is Parler. I had no clue, but Candace Owens' husband actually is the CEO of Parler, and Kanye, and she has been like massaging Kanye West and getting close to him to be her friend, so he can buy Parler off, which is a failing company that's bleeding money, to get it off her husband's hands, to get clout and money off of him. Bro, look, Kanye West, who now goes by Ye, agrees to buy conservative social media platform Parler. It's real, bro. It's insanity. Someone married that snake? Yes. Yes, I'm not surprised. Yeah, so her like friendship with Kanye West has been all an elaborate plot to get like hundreds of millions of dollars from him so he can buy her husband's failing platform. Kanye West will never have to fear about being removed from social media again. Oh no. Oh no. So yeah, that's why he decided to do it. That's why he decided to do it. And so this is why Candace Owens has been making sure that she doesn't like do anything wrong. She doesn't get on his bad side, that she won't like criticize him and like hardcore defends him, because this deal was going on in the background for a while. And so she wanted to make sure that he wouldn't pull out or anything. And so the second she closed the trap on him, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Conservatives stay grooming. They really do. Financial terms of the deal weren't announced. The company previously said it raised $56 million in funding from outside investors. The move comes after Ye was locked out of his Twitter account. Yeah, he gets locked out of his Twitter account once, and then he goes DEFCON 3 on Jewish people, and then buys buys an alt-right platform. It's truly incredible. Yeah, Kanye West's net worth is reportedly $2 billion. Initially launched in 2018, was swept up in controversy last year. Oh yeah, like they got. I remember that. Remember when Parler wouldn't do any moderation, so they got kicked off of Google, Amazon. They got kicked off of Google and Amazon. It's incredible. You know, the really interesting thing is that one like piece of like goodness that you can think of is that capitalism is working. Capitalism works in mysterious ways. That's a lie. It works in very clear ways, but it works. It goes for what makes the most amount of money, and conservatives just don't make money, right? They don't make dollars. Okay, so it don't make sense to be giving them all your shit. And so because of this, one modicum of anti-cringe is if like, get out of my face, bro. If like Elon Musk actually goes through and tries to relax all of the moderation rules for Twitter, then Amazon and Google could like just be like, goodbye. You know, imagine getting dropped. I mean, if like Twitter gets dropped from the Google Play Store, like it's over. Okay, like it's just kind of over. So same thing happened with Parler. So Parler had to do the same thing. And that's why Parler is so small. And that's why Parler is bleeding money, because they can't keep investors, because it's not like an investor friendly platform. And so they want to make sure that they make the most amount of money possible. Conservatives just don't make any money. And so if they want to play that game, they're just going to have no money, which I think is great. I think it's sick. And so even if that goes through, it's the likelihood of them being able to do everything that they want is incredibly low, because no matter what, they're still going to have to make money. If like this deal goes through with Elon Musk, then he's going to be substantially more poor than he is now. And I mean, I'm using the word poor very lightly. He's going to have substantially less money, and Tesla and SpaceX are going to crash, which is funny as well. I'm sorry. It is a little funny. I'm not going to lie. It is a haha funny. It is a bit hilarious. I'm not going to lie to you. But yeah, so this entire time, Candace Owens has been working over and grooming a mentally ill man into making one of the worst financial decisions that he's probably ever made in his entire life. Right? Can we just like ponder on that for a moment, just for like a small moment? Like Candace Owens finding a mentally ill man and grooming him into making the worst financial decision of his entire adult life. Parler also has a huge security problem, as users regularly get doxxed. Yeah, so Parler has a really bad backend, to the point where people's real names, their addresses, their email accounts, their passwords have gotten leaked multiple times. And that's why you don't see too many people going to Parler, because nobody wants to go to that platform, because the next time, because for one, it's a massive Fed honeypot. Right? Like, there have been so many people that have gone to jail from like being on Parler and then planning their like weird stuff. I think it's very clearly a massive Fed honeypot. Yeah, it's a huge Fed nest. That on top of the fact that, you know, it's just like not a nice place to be. Because here's the thing, be honest. Here's the real reason why conservatives don't want to leave places like Twitter, is because conservatives want to like attack people. Right? Here, let me explain that a little bit, okay? The reason why they don't want to leave places like Twitter and places like YouTube, even if they had like an alternative platform where they get to say basically whatever they want, they don't want to be there because nobody who disagrees with them is going to be there. It's just not fun for them. Like it's kind of like gay people won't be there, trans people won't be there, black people won't be there. And so they're like, where's the fun in harassing these people? I don't want to be here. Genuinely, right? Because like all of them, they'll talk out of the side of their neck and talk about how like great it would be to have like an alternative platform or anything where they could say basically whatever they want. But then when they have those platforms, they never want to go there and try and build them up. The reason is because nobody except for them wants to be there.
This meme is very real.
Like bullies like to be next to their victims, you know? And so like, why in the world would they like stick around the place where they can't like do basically whatever they want, or they can't like harass people, right? The harassment isn't as fun when nobody's there to be upset by it. Genuinely, that's a big reason why they don't want to go. And there's a big reason why nobody's really going to be going to Parler anytime soon. Nobody wants to be around there, no matter what conservatives like think. I'm sorry, but like women, black people, like gay people, you know, just LGBTQ people in general, they don't really want to go where they're going to be like constantly harassed. And so they won't be spending any time there. And so you won't be making any money. And so they won't have anybody really to harass besides themselves. And then you see them just like kind of devolve into attacking themselves, besides like more than getting anything else done. And there's so that's the big reason why they don't want to go over there, right? Remember when Parler dropped? Remember when Parler dropped and all of them were like, finally, the alternative platform that we've been looking for. We're later losers, off to free speech land. And then within a week, they all came back. And then nobody talked about Parler again. The big thing that they do, I'm not sure if any of you all have logged on to Parler before or anything with like an alternative account. I used a VPN and a fake email address and I logged on to Parler. The big thing that conservatives do when they go to these alternative platforms is that they just rewrite their tweets on those platforms. It's actually really funny. So what they do is they just copy paste their tweet, but then the Parler. So Parler doesn't even have its own original content, even on a platform that's based on original content, which is like people just posting whatever they think. They don't even have that because people just post to Twitter first and then they copy and paste it to Parler. And they copy and paste it to Parler. I promise you, look at like Tucker Carlson, look at Sean Hannity, and any other like big conservative figures. I'm talking like Tommy Lauren, Steven Crowder, like all of these types of people, Ben Shapiro. All they do is just copy and paste their tweets to Facebook and to Parler, but they don't care about anything else outside of that, right? Because there's nothing to do on that platform. They just like to be able to have a foothold on there if anything else happens, right? If they get banned. But they don't really care about the platforms. They don't even have their own like original content, right? I bet Parler doesn't have Pint Dog. Twitter has Pint Dog. I bet Parler doesn't have Pint Dog. And honestly, if like Elon Musk tries to do the same thing that like the conservatives did to Parler, then a lot of people are just kind of gonna leave, right? There are two big things, which is that a lot of people who are like the brains behind Twitter are going to leave. And so like the massive brain drain for Twitter is going to be huge and not good for the business, which is going to make him lose even more money. And then the people who use the platform the most are not going to be a part of the platform anymore. And then they're going to lose even more money because the people who drive them, because I'm going to tell you this now. A very small amount of people drive all of the traffic on Twitter. What is it? Like 2% of the people on Twitter have like 90% of the traffic on Twitter. And then like the other like billion people or like million people, whoever are on, I think it's like just a couple million people who are on Twitter share like the rest of the clout. It's a very few amount of people who actually have over 100 followers. I don't remember the exact breakdown, but it's not a lot. It really is a small amount. So yeah, I don't know. It's just interesting how they're trying to pull this off, but it just runs contrary to like everything that they want to do. It's really interesting, the whole like it's the exact opposite of their like go woke, go broke model, because they're anti-woke, whatever like being woke means. I'm not sure if like being woke just means like you don't say slurs towards minorities or whatever, but somehow all of their business ventures are incredibly ass. It's wild how that works.